Hey everyone, what is going on? So I am battling my friend 716. He is the same person that gave me the shiny Kyogre plush in Richmond. So believe me when I tell you, I appreciate it, and definitely leave a thank you for him in the description down below because I really do appreciate it. I love it, and yeah, we wanted to go ahead and battle some Fusion Cup battles. So let's go ahead and take a look at his team. He has a solid team. He has Probopass, Bronzong, Charizard, Alolan Sandslash, Togekiss, and Heracross. So I do want to try out Togekiss myself. I just have not yet. And then I have Gastrodon, Poliwrath, Venusaur, Altaria, Alolan Marowak, and Alolan Sandslash. So yeah, we're going to be talking and focusing on Poliwrath for most of the video. Now, Poliwrath, in my opinion, and I really do believe this, I think it's better than Heracross for this cup. With Mudshot, Ice Beam, and Dynamic Punch. That is the moveset that you want on Poliwrath, in my opinion, because Ice Punch is going to hit Altaria. So you would think that Altaria has a favorable matchup with that Sky Attack, but it does not because it's double weak to ice. So a couple Ice Punches is going to knock out Altaria. You will have to shield the Sky Attack, but you'll be able to knock out Altaria, so you're going to win depending on shields, but you're going to win that matchup. It's a safe switch-in. I mean, it really is. It does struggle, even against Bronzong, because if you switch into a Poliwrath and they switch into Bronzong, yes, they're doing a lot with confusion, but you could actually win with Dynamic Punch, believe it or not. You could get to those two Dynamic Punches, so you could actually knock out the Bronzong. I have done it before. As crazy as that sounds, that's absolutely insane. So Poliwrath just charges up super fast. You will struggle against Alolan Marowak because you're not going to have Hydro Pump. So obviously none of your moves are going to be strong besides Mudshot against Marowak, but Mudshot's not doing much anyway. You're not going to have Bubble on it, so you're going to lose that matchup, unfortunately. But aside from that, Noctowl is definitely difficult if you're using Poliwrath because, yes, you do have the super effective Ice Punch, but Noctowl is so bulky and it's not double weak to it, you're still going to lose the match. You'll be able to do a significant amount of damage to Noctowl, but you should still lose that matchup. So those are basically the two Pokemon that it struggles with. I mean, even if they switch into Venusaur against your Poliwrath, that's still not bad for you because the Ice Punches are eating away at the Venusaur. And unless if it's a Razor Leaf user, because my Poliwrath has lost to a Razor Leaf one, but my Poliwrath has beat a Vine Whip one because you have to shield the Frenzy Plant, but then you're going to be able to get off a couple of Ice Punches, and you're going to still be able to beat Venusaur. So obviously those matches might not be ideal. It's better to go up against Probopass and Alolan Sandslash and other Pokemon like that, but it still wins. So it's a super safe switch-in. I mean, it depends on your opponent's team, but Poliwrath is definitely looking to be the best fighting type in this cup, in my opinion. I love it. I can't imagine not using it. You know, it's such a good Pokemon. Now, we do have a Charm user. Obviously, that's not really ideal for us. We don't want to be hit with Charm. It's super effective. Although we do have the Ice Punch against Togekiss, so that's actually okay as well. So that's another issue in and of itself. Charm is going to be doing a lot to Poliwrath because it is a fighting type at the end of the day. So you do have to watch out for that. But it's also doing a good amount with Ice Punch to Togekiss, right? I don't know if that's a 2-hit KO. Maybe it's a 3-hit. I don't know. I have to look at it. But you charge up super fast. And then, I mean, even against Wigglytuff, Wigglytuff, right? It's neutral to Dynamic Punch, isn't it? So it's still doing a lot of damage. So you're going to be able to do a lot of damage to those Charm users as well. So, you know, Poliwrath, definitely looking solid, definitely looking to be strong. I'm going to be trying out Heracross some more, but I think Poliwrath is the way to go. And I've had people ask me, I don't have a Heracross. It's a regional exclusive. What do I do? What fighting type should I go with? And the answer is going to be Poliwrath. Even if you have a Heracross, I still think Poliwrath is the way to go. It's such a fantastic Pokemon. It really is. So I totally recommend it. I think you should go with Poliwrath. I think Mudshot, Ice Punch, and Dynamic Punch is the way to go. You just have to watch out for that Alolan Marowak because you won't be doing much to it. You'll just have to spam like Ice Punches just to do as much damage as possible until it knocks you out, right? Because you're not going to have much. You're not going to be able to go up against that Pokemon unless you happen to add a Hydro Pump onto your Poliwrath. But as I said, I think Ice Punch and Dynamic Punch is the way to go. But if you disagree, you can let me know in the comments down below. But I've been enjoying Poliwrath a lot. I think it's the king. I think it's awesome for this cup, and I'm really enjoying it. But as I said, we'll use Heracross again. So for the next match, I'm leading with Poliwrath this time, and usually I don't like leading with it. Usually I like having it in the back, because if you lead with it against something like a Bronzong, it's not as good for you. I'd rather switch a Poliwrath in than have them switch out their Pokemon into a Bronzong, and then you have the energy advantage against the Bronzong. That's how you end up winning. I hope that makes sense for you guys. But anyway, I do go ahead and shield that because I was afraid of the Thunderbolt. He pulls a nice switch though. I go for the Dynamic Punch, and it still does a decent amount of damage. But, yeah. So, should have won for the Ice Punch against the Charizard, but again, he just caught me off guard. I did not expect that switch. So, nice switch on his end, but I will end up going for the Ice Punch against his Charizard. He will shield that one up, so I'll definitely take it. Trying to get to another one, we do resist those Fire Spins. And we're going to go ahead and go for super effective damage. Not super effective, neutral, excuse me. Doesn't faint him, but that's okay. He is able to get us, so he's going to hit us with a Dragon Claw. I do allow my Poliwrath to go down, and then I'll bring in my Alolan Marowak just to finish it off with one Fire Spin. We do have that Probopass, definitely positive for me. I go for the Bone Club. It is double super effective against Probopass. I do think Probopass is really good for this cup, but it does have quite a bit of double weaknesses. It has ground, it has fighting, so you do have to be careful. But if it's going up against like an Altaria or a Noctowl, it's going to be really good. So, and you know, I mean, I still think it's a good Pokemon. I'm still going to be trying it out. Some of you had called me out saying, I don't know, I mean, it's double weak to a lot of things. You're not wrong. But I still think it's a good Pokemon, so we'll see. We'll definitely have it on the team again at some point. So Bronzong comes in, and we're able to just finish him off with Alolan Marowak. So very good games, I'm really liking this cup. I like Timeless as well, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I lead with my Gastrodon. I'm loving Gastrodon. I mean, obviously Wishcash is really solid, but I just love using Gastrodon. Look how much damage Mudslap is doing, right? I kind of got the idea from FPStick. If you haven't heard of him, link in the description to his YouTube channel. He was using Gastrodon in his Timeless Cup, and I just love using Gastrodon. It's a lot of fun. I have a rank 18 Gastrodon, so it's definitely a lot of fun. So I am going to go ahead and try to catch a shield with Bone Club. Togekiss is squishy, so I was hoping to get the shield. We do successfully get it. Now we're able to go for the Shadow Ball, and this should knock out the squishy Togekiss, as it does. He decides not to shield it. He does bring in Probopass, so I'll definitely take it. I mean, we're taking a lot of damage as well because we're going to be weak to rock moves. But we do get off a Bone Club, and that is double. Probopass is double weak to it, but he will shield it. Totally fine. We do have that Gastrodon in the back going for the Earth Power. Again, it's double weak to ground, so this should knock him out, as it does easily. He does bring in his Bronzong. I'm okay to see that. I just went for the Body Slam. I didn't have to. I could have probably Mud Slapped it down. It actually doesn't knock it out, and he's going to go ahead and get off a Charge Move. So I could have Mud Slapped it down and blocked that Psyshock, but either way, it's okay. We do go ahead and knock out Bronzong. So very good game. Very good game. I'm really starting to like the Pokemon that do have strong fast move damage, right? Like Mud Slap, like Confusion, like Dragon Breath. I mean, I've always liked them, but, you know, it's just a lot of fun to use it. Just because if they have 2 shields left and you are nearing the end of the game, you're going to have to... You could still beat them with fast move damage. So I'm really liking it. So anyway... Positive matchup for me. We do go ahead and shield. Oh, he does shield that. I'm going to let this one go through. It is going to be a Bulldoze. That's totally fine, though. We get off another Dynamic Punch, so we're either going to take the last shield or knock him out, both of which I'm satisfied with. We knock him out. I would have preferred to take the last shield, but he does let Sandslash go down. Bringing in that Togekiss, definitely not positive for me. I tried to switch. I just wasn't fast enough, and then I meant to go into my other Pokemon, but I go into my Marowak by mistake. I just accidentally clicked on it. I'm all over the place in this game. He hits me with an Ancient Power. It's totally fine. He brings in Bronzong. That's good because we have Bulldoze. I was debating on trying to bluff him, but I decided not to. We hit him with the Bulldoze. He lets it go through, so that's good for us. and he's going to go ahead and go for a charge move. I do decide to shield this Rock Slide up, trying to charge up energy. We do charge up energy and go for the Ice Punch, just trying to knock out his Probopass. Let's see if we could do it. We can. And then he brings in that Togekiss and knocks me out immediately with Charm. I bring in my Alolan Marowak and I go for the Shadow Ball. I decided not to bluff because I know I'm resisting Charm, so I'm able to go for the Shadow Ball, and I still have a shield, so I could just charge up to another Shadow Ball and win the game. So no reason to shield just in case he didn't shield it, or no reason to bait, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Ball right now, and that will knock out Togekiss. So very good game, despite those few mistakes early on, but I didn't deliberately do any of that, but I was just all over the place in that game. That's okay, no big deal. No big deal. So we lead with Gastrodon again. He leads with his Charizard. I do believe this is the final game. He will be resisting those Mud Slaps, but that's okay. He is going to go ahead and go for a charge move. I will take it. Even though he resists Mud Slap, look how much damage he's still taking. Charizard is just so squishy. So I do go for the Body Slam. I probably should have went for the Earth Power. I know he resisted, but I am curious at how much he would take. But I do go for the Body Slam, but regardless, he does go ahead and shield that one up. He is going to go ahead and get off a Dragon Claw. I'll take it. I decided to just stay in, go for another Body Slam. So we did take his shield, so that's definitely good for us. That Body Slam does a good amount of damage, wow. And then he goes for a charge move before we're able to knock him out. And I'm okay with that because he wins the lead, but I win the shield advantage. I still am up a shield. I'll just knock him out with Poliwrath, with Mud Shot. So we're going to wait to see what comes in. Going to be that Bronzong, and I actually pull the switch into my Alolan Sandslash. Now I know he does have Bulldoze. Well, I know that he can have Bulldoze, so I'm going to go ahead and shield that. It is Bulldoze. And but I still decided to switch in because I am up a shield. He does bring in his Alolan Sandslash, and I'm going to go straight for that Bulldoze. I could have went for the Dynamic Punch against his Bronzong with my Poliwrath. I decided to save that for later though. Anyway, I do go for an Ice Punch right now. He will shield that, so definitely good for us. I assumed this was going to be a Bulldoze, but I do allow it to go through. It is going to be a Bulldoze, totally fine. I'm trying to see if I can get to an Ice Punch. I cannot. So I am going to go ahead and bring in my Poliwrath. I'm going to take this attack, even if it's a Bulldoze. It's an Ice Punch. We could definitely take that. And I'm going to try and feint him down with Mud Shots. We're not able to do so. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and shield this just in case he has a Bulldoze. It's not, but I'm going to shield that. And then we should have enough for 2 Dynamic Punches so we can knock out this Bronzong. Could have went for that Dynamic Punch earlier, as I said, but it's okay. We go for the two Dynamic Punches now. And we're going to be able to knock out this Bronzong, as you can see. And then he brings in his Sandslash, which is just going to be knocked out. And that will be it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.